Hi, this is Michael Tallis with the Tallis team. Today, I want to talk about two different housing markets that have developed here in the Bay Area. And I'm not talking about different counties, cities, or even school districts. The fault line lies between the single-family homes that are still selling well and the condominiums and townhomes. Here are the May 2025 numbers for Santa Clara and San Mateo counties. The median single-family home sale price hit an all-time high of $2,132,000, less than 1% increase over the last year level. Less than 1%, nevertheless, a new price record was set. At the same time, the median sale price for condos and townhomes, also in May of this year, dropped to $950,000, an almost 8% decline year over year. The median time to sell a single-family home was 10 days, a slight increase from 8 days a year ago. For condos and townhomes, on the other hand, the median time on the market doubled from 9 days a year ago to 18 days in May of this year. The same trend reveals itself if you look at the number of closed sales. While the number of single-family home sales decreased by 12%, the number of condo and townhome sales dropped by a whopping 26% compared to the same time of last year. I'm seeing this split play out with our own clients. All single-family homes we listed this year sold fast and with multiple offers. All winning offers were full cash, no loans, no contingencies. Condos, however, were very difficult to sell. It took significantly longer to find the right buyer and to negotiate a deal. Why do single-family homes sell better? There are three reasons. First, the best school districts haven't gotten any bigger, but the number of families wanting access to them keeps growing. Most buyers we work with cite quality of schools and other educational opportunities for their kids as their top criteria. Second, remote work didn't kill the demand for space. It amplified it. Many tech workers telecommute a few days a week and require some kind of private space they can set up as workspace. Families who got used to home offices and yards aren't going backwards. And third, we're still chronically short of single-family home inventory. When roughly 1,500 houses hit the market each month for tens of thousands of potential buyers, math wins every time. And on top of that, there are only limited opportunities to build more homes in the Bay Area and especially here on the peninsula. We're confined by the bay on one side, the mountains on the other, and most of the available space between San Francisco and all the way down to San Jose was built up years ago. We just don't have enough land. But what about condos and townhomes? It is a completely different story. Here is what's killing condo market, and it's a perfect storm of factors hitting all at once. First, the financing squeeze is brutal. First-time buyers, who make up to 70% of condo purchases, are getting crushed by interest rates hovering almost at 7%. I just ran numbers for a client looking at $1.2 million condo. At 3% interest, their payment would have been $4,500. At today's rate, $6,800. Same condo, $2,300 more per month. Add in HOA fees that can run $600 to $800 monthly, and suddenly that affordable entry-level option isn't affordable anymore. Second, the whole value proposition shifted. Pre-pandemic, you paid extra for location, walk to Caltrain, bike to work, close to restaurants. But if you're only commuting twice a week, why pay a premium to be near transit? Then, there is the HOA fear factor. I've seen deals that fall apart because of HOA issues. Pending special assessments, deferred maintenance, and rental restrictions that kill financing. Single-family home buyers worry about roof leaks. Condo buyers worry about $30,000 special assessment that shows up with 90-day notice. When you're already stretching to afford the monthly payment, the idea of surprise five-figure bill is terrifying. If you are shopping for a single-family home, don't get lulled into thinking this market got easy. Yes, you might see 3 offers instead of 8, but you are still competing against other well-qualified buyers who want the same thing you do: good schools, space, and a yard. The difference now is that strategy matters more. You can't just throw the highest number at a property and hope it sticks. Sellers are actually reading your offer terms, looking at your financing strength, making sure that you are committed to closing the deal. My advice: get your pre-approval locked and loaded, but also get pre-qualified for slightly above your comfort zone. When you find the right house, you want options. And please, don't wait for the perfect property. In the best school districts, many homes get bid up significantly over asking, just like in the good old times. Condo and townhome buyers, this is your moment. And I mean it literally. For the first time in years, you have negotiating power. As of the end of May, we have more than 3 months of inventory, and for the first time in years, we are moving towards the buyer's market. As a result, we see listing price reductions, and many properties sell below asking price. But here is the key. You need to move fast when you find something good. The best condos are still selling quickly. It's the overpriced or problematic ones sitting on the market. Get pre-approved with a lender who understands condo financing. Not all lenders created equal when it comes to HOA requirements and building approvals. If you are selling a single-family home, congratulations, you are still playing with house money. But don't let that make you lazy. The days of throwing any house on the market and getting 20 offers are behind us. Pricing matters now. I just saw a gorgeous 4-bedroom house in Palo Alto sit for 3 weeks because the seller priced it too high out of the gate. When they adjusted the price, they had multiple offers within days. Your home needs to be show-ready from day one. Buyers have more choices now, so they're pickier. Fresh paint, kitchen and bathroom, good staging, and professional photos aren't optional anymore. They are the price of admission. Condo and townhome sellers, we need to have a realistic conversation. This isn't 2021 anymore. The market has shifted, and your pricing strategy needs to change with it. I know it's painful to hear that your neighbor sold for $200,000 more 2 years ago, but pricing your unit based on old comps is a guaranteed way to sit on the market for months. Here is what's working. Price it right from day one, not where you hope it will sell, but where the current market data says it will sell. Make it move-in ready because buyers are comparing you to 40% more inventory than last year. The biggest mistake I'm seeing is sellers waiting for the market to come back. But if you price it right and present it well, you can still get a solid sale in today's market. The key is accepting the market as it is, not as you wish it were. Here is where I think we're headed. Single-family homes in top school districts will continue to hold their value. We're just not building anymore near good schools and near major employers. And families aren't going to stop wanting space. But expect this market to normalize slowly. We might see 12 to 15 days on the market instead of 9, and maybe 3 offers instead of 8. Condos and townhomes have further to fall before they find their floor. Interest rates aren't coming down fast enough to bring back all those priced out first-time buyers. I think we've got another 6 to 9 months of this buyer's market for condos, which means if you're selling, sooner is better than later. And if you are buying, this window of opportunity won't last forever. Bottom line, whether you are buying or selling, your strategy needs to match your specific market, not just the Bay Area market. There is no single Bay Area market anymore. If you are thinking about making a move in the next year, let's talk now while you can still plan your strategy instead of reacting to changes. I'm available evenings and weekends when you are actually free to have a real conversation. My contact information is in the description. And remember, whether you are looking at $5 million house in Los Altos or an $800,000 condo in San Mateo, the market you are entering is completely different. Don't let outdated advice cost you money. Let's make sure you are playing the right game for the market you are actually in.